I created G-plans out of nutrition frustration. One day during nutrition studies at Duke University, we came across a revelation. We discovered that everyone has a completely unique metabolic structure and type. Eating a generic diet program will not get you the results you want, and you will continue on a path of yo-yo dieting forever. Ultimately, sustainable food programs are built within your own specific metabolic template.
I eat what Dr. G tells me to eat for my metabolic type. I don't call this program a diet because I eat more than on other programs.
Hello, hi, and welcome to our presentation topic for today. Today we're going to dive into alcohol, and more specifically, what if any role it can play in your weight loss efforts. So we're going to dive a little bit into detail here today as to the reasons why it can affect your weight loss efforts, and then some things you can do to maybe curb your intake a bit, and some better options if you are choosing to drink. So throughout this presentation today, as usual, please feel free to add any questions that may pop up in the chat box. I would love to take those at the end. And as always, I do kind of ask throughout our presentation as well, if you have any really useful tips and tricks that you use that work well for you, please share. I would love to share those at the end today. So without further, we'll jump right into the presentation, and feel free, go ahead and add anything that may pop up today through that chat box. Right. Okay, so how can alcohol affect weight loss? When it comes to social gatherings or unwinding after a long day, many of us definitely choose to enjoy an alcoholic drink. Have you ever considered the effect that alcohol consumption may have on your weight loss efforts? Studies have shown that heavier drinking consumption has been associated with an increased risk of obesity. For many reasons, alcohol can influence your weight on the scale or slow down your weight loss progress. Today, we're going to discuss how alcohol can affect weight loss, tips on reducing your consumption, and some healthier drink options as well. So, first and foremost, alcohol does contain empty calories. So this is the main reason. The primary reason why alcohol can lead to weight gain is due to the fact that alcohol does contain empty calories. This means that alcohol contains calories, but provides very little nutrients. Apart from the alcohol itself, of course, any mixtures that are used as well will commonly be very high in calories, sugar, and carbs. So for comparison, there are almost 155 calories in one 12-ounce can of beer and 125 calories in a 5-ounce glass of red wine. When you compare kind of an afternoon snack option, if you had, could have between 150 to 200 calories. So about the same amount of calories, but with that afternoon snack, of course, you're getting typically higher nutrition, it will be more nutrient dense, and it will be something that will actually fill you up. Because of the fact that alcohol is high in calories, but low in nutrients, the calorie content alone can lead to weight gain. If you are trying to lose weight, focusing on reducing your consumption of empty calories overall is a great place to start. These empty calories do not help us to feel full, of course, in the way that an afternoon snack, something like maybe fruit and almonds, might. So secondly, alcohol slows your metabolism. So usually when you eat food, the food is metabolized and broken down by nutrients, stored or used as energy. With alcohol, things are a little different. Because the human body cannot store alcohol, it must be used as a primary source of fuel. Until the alcohol is effectively burnt off, your body will place a pause on utilizing carbohydrates, proteins, or fats. So when your body is using alcohol as a primary source of energy, the excess glucose and lipids end up most likely used as adipose tissue or fat. Beyond just the empty calories in alcohol, it's important to understand that alcohol indeed slows down our metabolism in a sense, despite the amount of calories they may contain as well. So this is a big one. Of course, when you're watching calories when it comes to drinks, that's very important. But the way we metabolize alcohol is very important to understand moving forward as well. So alcohol can affect your organs and digestion. The primary role of your liver is to act as the filter for any foreign substances that enter your body, such as alcohol. So the liver also plays a role in the metabolism of fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. So excess alcohol consumption can lead to what is known as alcoholic fatty liver. This condition can damage your liver, affecting the way your body metabolizes and stores carbohydrates and fats. Changes in the way your body stores energy from food can make it very difficult to lose weight. Alcohol also inhibits the digestion process due to the stress it places on the stomach and intestines. When this happens, the production of stomach acid is actually reduced, which can lead to more poor digestion and more poor nutrient absorption overall as well. And this is a big one, you probably know already. Alcohol lowers your inhibitions. So alcohol definitely lowers your inhibitions and can lead to more poor decision making in the moment, especially when it comes to food choices. You may find you're much more likely to skip maybe the salad you planned on ordering and choose a more calorie-dense option after you've had a drink. One study discovered that participants ate about 11% more after consuming alcohol compared to the people who didn't drink alcohol. The drinkers also ate almost 25% more high-fat foods as well. So even with your best intentions to stick to your healthy eating plan, sometimes alcohol can influence us to choose foods that are more calorically dense and also cause us to eat a larger quantity than we normally would. So this is another really important factor to keep in mind when it comes to alcohol consumption. So watching the calories in your drink, that's one thing, but how many calories are you eating with that drink as well? So alcohol can definitely affect our sleep quality. Alcohol has a direct impact on quality of sleep. Research suggests that alcohol can lead to increased periods of wakefulness during sleep cycles. Sleep deprivation or a lack of quality sleep can lead to an imbalance in the hormones related to hunger, satiety or fullness, and energy storage. A lack of sleep has been associated with increased hunger and cravings during the day. So in addition to the effect on your metabolism, you may find it more difficult to stick to your healthy eating plan as well. This is a big one because I know a lot of the times we may feel like having a drink can kind of help you go to bed, but very often, of course, it's affecting your sleep quality while you are asleep. So you might find maybe you don't feel as rested the next day because alcohol definitely has an effect on that quality of sleep. Okay, so here's a few tips on reducing your alcohol intake. So you don't have to, of course, completely cut out alcohol if you do have a weight loss goal. But of course, targeting those more empty calories is going to be a great thing to focus on to help you with those weight loss efforts overall. So first and foremost, put your goal in writing. So as with setting any goal, it is important to determine the why and the how behind that goal, behind reducing your alcohol intake. Make a list of your reasons to reduce your alcohol intake, like feeling healthier, sleeping better, or weight loss. Then determine a specific limit for how much you will drink. Of course, we know it's super important with setting any goals to make them as specific as you possibly can. Track your alcohol consumption. So after you create that goal, track each time that you drink. You may be tracking your food intake already, so begin also tracking your alcohol intake as well. This can help you to realize how much you may truly be drinking, as well as to identify any triggers you may have that could lead to alcohol consumption. This could also maybe help you, of course, if you do find your inhibitions are lowered a bit, you may find, more of an association that you are, consuming more calorically dense foods or things you didn't plan on having when you do have a drink. Have a glass of water. So between each alcoholic drink, have a glass of water. This is a great way to possibly help reduce your intake and ensure that you're staying hydrated at the same time. So very simple. It's going to make sure you stay hydrated, and it may help you to kind of cut back. Eat before you have a drink. So eating before you have a drink will slow down the absorption of alcohol into your bloodstream and also cause you to feel more full, which may help you to reduce how much you're drinking. And so important, find other ways to unwind. So taking a walk, call a friend, or maybe watch a favorite movie. It's important to find these alternatives to help you unwind when you're focused on reducing your alcohol intake. Take notice of your triggers as well and avoid these as best as you can to reduce temptation. So same thing, like we say, there's certain snacks that are tempting to you. As much as you can kind of keep those out of the house or even in a spot where they're kind of out of place, out of mind, reduce those triggers and those temptations as best you can. And then try to find some alternatives. So some other things may look differently for you, but find what works for you to kind of help you have that you time and relax and unwind. So some lower calorie drink options here. So if you do choose to drink, certain options are much lower in calories and sugar than others. When your focus is weight loss, it is important to stick to choices that do not add a large amount of empty calories. You don't have to completely cut out alcohol to lose weight, but you do need to be very smart about your consumption. So these are just a few suggestions to keep in mind. Number one, stick to more clear liquors. So clear liquors do tend to be lower in calories. Try combining with different flavors of sparkling waters and maybe adding lemon or lime juice for a bit of a flavor boost. So that's a great way to, of course, that mixer you're using essentially has 0 calories or sugar. So you're really reducing the amount of calories in that drink. Go for more dry wines. So steer clear of more sweet wines and stick with those that may be a bit drier. Keep in mind also that 1 serving of wine is 5 ounces. So keep an eye on how much you're pouring. Also try adding a bit of club soda or fresh fruit, which can help to maybe reduce your portion a bit. So with that club soda or other sparkling water, kind of increasing that volume that you have, reducing the alcohol content a bit, and helping to reduce calories as well. Hard seltzer. There are many hard seltzer brands available today, and most are fairly low in calories. At around 100 calories a serving, hard seltzer can be a good choice when it comes to lower calorie alcohol drinks. And last, light beer. So compared with regular beer, of course, light beer often has fewer calories and a lower alcohol content. This can make it a better choice if you are focusing on weight loss. In addition to these options as well, if you are kind of steering clear from alcoholic drinks in general, definitely experiment. Many things you can do, examples with the sparkling water with citrus fruits to kind of make your own mocktail as well. Okay, and last, let me know, do you have any tips and tricks that really help you to reduce your alcohol content or to find lower calorie options. Again, I always love to share any recommendations, any tips that you have. So please feel free at this time, add any questions you may have had come up throughout this presentation, and please let me know if you have any good tips and tricks to share with us today. All right. Okay. Hello, I see hello, Solitude. Don't see any questions just yet, but I do appreciate so much. Thank you for tuning in today. I really hope this was a helpful topic. It is extremely important, of course, when weight loss is your goal, to first and foremost focus on any choices you can limit that are more empty calories. So be very smart when you are choosing to drink. And then, hey, next week we're going to dive into a new topic, something on how to avoid boredom on your meal plan. This is a super important one because you may find you're on track with your meal plan, things are going great, but if you're starting to get bored, that can lead to where you feel more tempted in certain situations and can lead to a point where you do fall off track with your plan. So we're going to go over some good tips, some things you can do to prevent boredom and make sure that your meal plan is still interesting and very satisfying to you as well. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and I hope this presentation topic was very helpful to you today. Have a great one.